Hi friends. I am having extreme technical difficulties with YouTube. I don't know how to use it properly. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to go live right here and we're going to do January in the year in review, and then I'm going to save the video and then I'll upload it to YouTube because it's not letting me stream this video like it so you guys can actually see. So we're going to go live here just because I can, and then I'm going to switch and then I'm just going to start doing the videos. But anyways, let me switch this camera. Like I need some education in videos and whatever, because let me say that this stresses me out big time. And I think that I'm just going to be able to get on here and just do, I think I deleted my first video because I was trying to fix things over there on YouTube. So I think what happened is I think I deleted the first video. So I don't know what is happening, you guys. But we're going to do it right here. And then, like I say, I'm going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to then just upload the video to YouTube. Make sense? I think so. I think it does. All right, this is going to be January. So we're going to be doing the year in review, the 6x8 version. I'm going to walk you through the process and we're going to create the book. So in the first video I did, I had you grab your 6x8 paper pack out of the kit, and we started with the album and we put our pages in order, the way that they're intended to be used going forward in the book, okay? So now we're going to build the cover, and then we're going to do January, all right? So that's what we're gonna do right now. Then what I'll do is I'm gonna stop, and then I will start creating actual videos. I won't go live, I'll just do videos doing the months going forward. But I wanted you to see how easy the project is and how it's gonna work. So that is why I wanna be live, and then that way if you guys have any questions, you can ask and we'll go forward with the project. Okay? Make sense? I hope it does, because I really have no idea what's happening here. Again, you guys all know I am not tech savvy at all. It's a sad state of affairs, honestly. So I also have gone through, because it is the end of January, and I have printed my photos, and I'm going to add my photos as we go along, so you get an idea what it's going to look like when the project, as you go forward, as you complete the project. Yes, January, it's almost the end of January, and I'm just getting started, but we'll build February's pages so you know what it's going to look like. You'll make sure you have photos. We'll add our photos for February, at the end of February, and we'll have our pages ready for March. Make sense? That's how we're going to do it. All right, so what you are going to need is your album. You already have your pages in here, these pages. You're going to need some white cardstock or photo placeholders, whatever you guys like to use. I have pre-cut photo placeholders. I have a bunch of those. I like to have them handy. So I have some pre-cut photo placeholders, and that's what I use. It just makes it easier for me. I am also, let's see, I have my computer up, so if you guys join me live and you have questions and stuff, I will try and monitor comments as I go also. Like I said, I wanted to be on YouTube and I don't know what's happening. So on my cover, I have this fun little ribbon in my stash. I don't have any more of this ribbon, so I went looking to do some stash busting to see what I had that would look cute on this one. And we're using this cardstock here. And I found this in my stash, which I think would work. It's red and it has the little dots. I think it's super cute. So I think that would work nicely. And I have enough to do the other cover for the second half of the year. So I have that. I found this ribbon, but I don't know that I love this color. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's definitely not my favorite. I love this ribbon with these little balls. I need to find more of that. And then I found this pleated ribbon that I had in my stash, and that also looks kind of cute going up there. I think that matches nice too, but I honestly think that this one is my favorite, so I think that's what I'm going to use. Okay, so you're just going to do some stash busting in here too, whatever you have. All right. Oh, the other thing I found too, I don't know, this is cute also. I had some white rickrack also that was cute too. But I still like the little, I love those little balls. So I think that's what I'm going to use. Okay. Oh, I hope the people that were with me over there on YouTube come back and find me over here, because I don't know what happened. I can't get the orientation of the video to be right. I don't understand. I'm doing the same thing. Okay. So grab your paper trimmer, grab some liquid glue, grab your tape runner, and we're going to get started, okay? And I wasn't going to build a second album, but I'm gonna, and then I'll sell the album. How's that? Somebody may want it. Okay, so we pulled this out of our packet, out of our 6x8 packet, right? We pulled this out of our packet. I'm just peeling the, whatchamacallit, the glue off the top here. All right. All right. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to wind, if you did not buy the Close to My Heart, oh my gosh, the Simple Stories cardstock packet, grab something that complements with this paper. You could use red, orange, a minty color. This blue matches right here. This is cornflower. And we're going to cut this for our cover. Okay. So the cover piece measures, this blue cornflower piece measures 6 1/4 by 8 1/2. So 6 1/4 by 8 1/2. Make sure you save all of your cardstock pieces, because you are going to use all of this cardstock. You're going to use it all in the project. Okay. The other thing that you need for your cover is grab your frames, your chipboard frames. And in your chipboard frames, you have this right here, this frame. Okay, so grab that. Make sure your album is right side up. God knows I've done it backwards before. Thankfully, with these, it says Simple Stories on the back. So usually you don't have too much of a problem. And then this piece is going to go on here like so. You have a little bit of a border. I'm going to move this over slightly so that my border is even. And then I will fill in this right here with my ribbon. Okay, so I'm not too worried about that. It's not an exact science, right? So we're going to glue that on there, and then we're going to glue this on top of this, like so. And then I'm going to run my ribbon. So grab your favorite liquid glue. I like the Nuvo glue. Just be mindful when you're gluing. You don't want to have big gobs, right? I like to spread it around with the nozzle of the glue because you don't want it oozing out everywhere, but you want it along the sides. You could use score tape here, right? But just remember with your score tape, the thing about score tape, especially with the cardstock and this chipboard album, once it hits your paper, it's staying there. It's not going anywhere. And again, I love this textured cardstock, right? I love the Simple Stories textured cardstock. Love it. Okay. And rub all the bubbles out, right? It's on there nice and smooth. And again, because I'm live on Facebook, this is the year in review kit, the 6x8 version. It's for the record. The kits are available at BonnieScrapbookFriends.com. Under kits, go to up at the top on the bar, you go to shop kits, and you can customize your kit, right? So you can get the basic kit, which has all of these fun papers, these printed flowery papers, the tags, the frames, the flowers, all of the coordinating pieces. You can choose your album. Maybe you don't want red, maybe you want orange, maybe you want blue. You'll be able to choose. Right? Okay. And then this is some ribbon that I found in my stash. And I'm just going to run some glue down here. Year in Review has been a very popular class. I did it several years in a row. And back when I was doing Close to My Heart, I did it monthly. And I created monthly kits, and each month you received a kit, and we did the project. But now, this is how we're doing it. Oh my gosh, hi April Cease. I see you on here. How are you? My gosh, I haven't seen you in forever. And now I'm just going to run this ribbon right here along the edge, and I'll trim it after the glue dries. One nice thing about this glue, it is very quick setting, right? Okay, that's cute. I love these little pom-poms. That's my favorite part. I love the pom-poms. Okay, and then I'm just gonna grab a photo placeholder. Oops, I didn't grab any 4x6s. So. And I'm just going to put some adhesive on this frame right here with my tape runner along this left edge, because you're still going to want to be able to slide your photo in there. And I'm just going to add this photo placeholder so that on my cover, I kind of know that that's where it's going to go. And this is just on the photo placeholder. You're still going to be able to lift your frame. Okay. And then this is going to go on here like so. This part of your frame you'll glue down after. I'm going to put a little just to hold that corner. You'll glue this down after you add your photo. I'm going to set this one aside. This is my completed project. And remember I said I printed some photos so that you would see how this is going to go together. This is the photo I'm going to put on my cover. This album is more for me, okay? This is a project for me. This is my story, my life, and hold on, I'm trying to slide this in here. Because in my samples get a lot of use at the retreats and things. So, just gonna slide this in here. Trying to get this in here. There. This is my story, okay? And my story and my year. So there'll be some journaling in here. You can make these very personal to your touch, however you want to do it, okay? But that'll be my cover right there. Here is the page that we just started. I'm going to add a little more adhesive right here. I want to hold this frame in place until whoever gets my album. Then I'm just going to come back here and I'm going to trim this. Okay, and I can trim that up a little bit better after. Okay, so now we've done our cover. Now we're going to start the inside right here. So this piece came out of your 6x8 paper pack, all right, that's included in your kit. I'm going to glue this on here now. It is snowing like crazy here. I think my husband's out shoveling. And here I am crafting. Yes, Bonnie's crafting. Mike is shoveling. It's good for him. It's good for him. I put my dinner in the crock pot, hoping that we don't lose power. Is it snowing where you guys are? We just finished a retreat over Martin Luther King weekend there. We had a retreat at the DoubleTree. Oh my gosh, we had a blast. It was so much fun. And I had said to those girls, it's like, oh, too bad we didn't get snowed in there with all of our crafty friends. That would have been fun. Now that would have been some fun. Okay. So here's this. Then you're going to grab your sticker sheet. You need your sticker sheet and you need your little gems. So again, you guys, you can go to BonnieScrapbookFriends.com. There are a limited number of these kits available. And I'm going to pull this sticker right here. Keep looking up. And this is going to go right here in the center of the camera. I'm going to grab some foam dots here. We're going to add those just to give it a little pop. So all the videos are going to be saved over on YouTube, but I was having technical difficulties. I need my friend Mary to help me figure this out because I am not tech savvy. She is much better at that than I don't have the patience to figure it out. So this is going to go right in the center of my camera, like so. All right. I'm just copying my original pages here. Then I'm going to grab this yellow dot and put it up here in the center of this flower. And then I took a little red one and I put it here. And this little yellow one, put it here. All of these things come in your kit. So all of these supplies are in your kit so far that we've done. The cardstock, you can choose your own cardstock, or there is a cardstock bundle that you can purchase that has all of these colors in it that I used. Okay. All right. So now on the back side, this is our first page right here. So we're going to create this page. Okay. Whoops. Something is happening with my computer now. Okay. All right. Get so nervous. Okay. This I had just tacked in place to hold it there. I'm going to put some adhesive on here. You guys, if you're on, say hello to me. This is the one thing I don't like about live. As I talk to myself. I mean, I'm talking to you, but I'm rambling. I will download the video. So like if you don't have your kit yet and you want to get your kit, right? The video will be downloaded. It's going to be uploaded over on YouTube where it should be to begin with. But due to technical inability on my part, that didn't happen. Again, when you're using liquid glue, just make sure you rub it nice and smooth. So you don't see the lines, right? Okay. Then we are going to grab our olive cardstock. And we're going to cut a couple of photo mats. 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And again, you are going to use all of this cardstock. So don't forget that there is a whole nother album. So this album holds January through June. And then the second album holds the second half of the year. You have enough supplies, decorative paper and all of that. You have enough of the decorative papers, embellishments to do, that come in the basic kit, to do both albums, okay? So that you do not have to worry about. My pieces here didn't necessarily get cut right, so I just want to make sure that we're good. That one's fine. Then I printed my photos for this page. So I'm going to trim up my photos here so I can add them. I like a little bit of a white border to show on my photos. So I trim them down just enough to have that tiny little bit of border. I need my tape runner. I can't find it. Here it is. Okay. Hi, Lita. Are you crafting today? Lita makes beautiful things. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous stuff. Gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. All right, so now we have 2 3x4 photo mats. Let me pull this back in here. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to take it out of my book so you can see. This is what we're doing. And this one's just going to go up here. On a slight angle. Like that. Then I'm only going to put tape over here because this mat overlaps where I'm going to put that photo, that second photo. So I don't want tape there. I want to be able to get my photos in there. Okay. Then you have a packet of pretty floral bits here. Just going to dump them in here so that I can sort through them. Again, you have 2 packets of these in your kit, so you will have plenty of them. This is the one I'm looking for right here. I used some foam tape for this. And I'm going to put it over to the edge. Well, actually, I'm going to put it where it'll stick the best. Just going to peel off. Okay, so I'm going to peel this one and this one, the bottom. Peel those after I add my photos. This is just going to go on here, like so. All right. Then on my page, I just put a little tab here. So I have a thin cut where I took and I just made a little tag topper to put here on my page. I mean, you could cut that freehand or you'll have a scrap of paper that you can add. And just to add a little tag right there at the top I'll do that in a minute at the end. I'll do that at the end. All right. And then these are my photos that are going to go in here in my book. My little tag. Should trim that a little more. Let's see. That's okay. Okay, and there's my first page. All right, all done. That can go back in your book. All right, and you're done with this page with the exception of that little tag topper. I'll show you what I used when we get to the very end, okay? So next up is this little piece here. We're gonna fill this. This is next, right here. Okay, so you're going to grab a 4x6 photo placeholder or a piece of cardstock and cut it 4x6. This one I need to trim ever so slightly. This is what happens. I lose my stuff. Hi, Peggy. How's Florida? How's Florida? Is it cold down there? Rumor has it. Rumor has it it's not so amazing right now. It's a little chilly. Oh, here they are. Grab your ephemera pack. And grab January. Then we're going to take a piece of cardstock. Actually, I think I trimmed it from this big piece. And I want this to be 1 and, hold on, I wrote it down. 1 1/4. 1 1/4 by 6. And I have a little scallop punch. I have a little scallop punch that I'm just gonna add a scallop border. Scallops are my favorite. You'll see in a lot of my page kits, things that I do, I like to use the scallops. I have a thin cut also. That is definitely a favorite. I use it all the time. All the time. Okay. So now I have my photo placeholder. I'm just going to add this strip here, like so. And then you will see me use glitter all the time. I cut them in strips 1/8 of an inch because just a touch of glitter makes such a nice touch. And this I'm just going to run right along here. where those scallops are. Just like that. And save this because we're going to use it. And then I just took this little piece right here. And I just threw it on here like so. The back gets a photo. I wonder how much snow we've got out there. I'm kind of pretending like it's not happening. This is going to be a photo on the back side there. Mine, I have my photo somewhere. Oh, over here. Let's see. Right here. We took my little granddaughter to the zoo. They had all been sick up at their house. We really didn't have Christmas because everybody got sick. My husband was sick. Everybody was sick. It was very sad. Very sad. And my daughter called and she's like, oh my gosh, we just need to get out of our house for a little while. Do you want to go walk at the zoo? I'm like, all right, I can do that. That'll be fun. So we went to the zoo. And not much was open, but it was still fun. So I'm going to add my photo. Man, I'm not doing very good with measuring here. Holy cow, Donnie. What is happening? This is how I roll, friends. That was not straight. It was a bit crooked. Now this is fun because I just made a photo collage in my photo app. So I got a lot more photos in there. Then that goes back in. My pocket. Right. I will journal afterwards. I'm not gonna take the time to do that right now. Okay, next we're going to build our first calendar page. Okay, so we're going to build our first calendar page. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so now you need some mint cardstock right here. So now we're going to have mint. And we're going to cut 2 pieces, 6 3/4 by 8.5. So we're going to cut these 6 3/4 by 8.5. I love these little books and I love these little projects. There's a 12 by 12 version available also on my website. They do not have the calendar pages in there. I didn't add those in that book. We did a 12 by 12 version. All right, so we need to punch some holes in here because there are no holes. So you need a hole punch. And I just take one of my pages and I line it up just like that. And I punch. And come down here and punch another hole. Okay. Okay. So now we'll start here, and you need a 4x6 placeholder. If you guys don't know what photos you're going to put on there, like, you don't have to add your photos right away, right? So we're going to need that. You need this sticker sheet. Trying to find room to put all my stuff here. Because you want to pull January right here. January. And then we need some little flower clusters. Let's see. Trying to find exactly the ones I used so as not to confuse you. They're so cute. Takes a minute. Takes a minute, but it's okay. There's a little orange one. Probably be easier if I pulled some of these bigger pieces out of here. Here's this one. And then, let's see. Place in here. Gonna make a liar out of me, like I knew what I was doing. Probably went past it. Well. That's not it. Watch, they won't all be the same, these packets. Here's the other little orange one. Well, where is the one? This one is the one I'm looking for. And I don't see it. Oh, we're gonna wing it. We'll use something different. Wow. See, these packets must be a little bit different. It's all right, we'll use this one. That's okay, we'll use this one. The other sticker that you need is from your other sticker sheet. There is like no easy way to keep all this stuff straight in my little workspace. Grab this off of this sticker sheet. You're gonna grab this one. Hi Tony, welcome back. Things went askew over there on YouTube. Guess what? I punched this on the wrong side. It's okay. It's okay. It's all okay. No, it just goes like this. Just flip it. Okay, so now I'm going to put this little photo mat on here. Add my photo mat. This little tab gets tucked underneath here, like so. Then we're using some different flowers because I couldn't find the other one. Now I will tell you, I did not use a bunch of foam tape. I used a little bit of foam tape because the book is quite full without. And once you add your photos and things, it's going to get pretty full. All right. So there, we'll save this one. Then you have this little tab. I'm going to dip it in some baking soda on this top half because I don't want it to stick to my other pages on the back. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of glue here. And this is going to go up here. Just like that. Okay, so there's that. And that's on that side. Then when we open this, okay, we have the calendar page. If you do not want to do the calendar page, just put photos in here, right? You can add your sticker and don't worry about adding the calendar page, all right? The calendar page in the kits, if you choose to purchase that, they come like this. You're going to get 12 of them, and we're just going to trim them, and we're going to cut them apart, and we're going to add them here. That's all that's going to happen. If you don't want to do the calendar part, skip it and just add more pictures. Make sense? All right. So this would just get cut apart and get added onto the page. Just gonna cut it like so. I didn't put it on here very straight when I printed this particular one. I'm just going to trim it up. See how crooked it is? Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. You could trim it with scissors also, if you're so inclined. I think it'll fit in here now. It's still not straight. That's better. Not really. That's better. But you guys will be able to cut these apart, add them into your page. I'm going to use mine to journal. Add some special dates in there. Okay, so these are going to go on here. I'm just going to tack them for right now. I'm just going to tack them in here. I'll go back and glue them. You're going to add them in. Okay. Then grab your sticker sheet that has the months on it. Grab January. And these, I did use foam tape, and I popped them up. Okay, let's see. It's going to go in the baking soda. This is a great project for like a beginner scrapbooker. It's a great project for someone that, you know, you don't want to scrapbook a big project, but it's more of a personal kind of journal kind of thing where you're not printing a ton of photos. It's just a little bit of a highlight reel. Nothing terribly fancy. I'm just going to add that up here at the top. All right. So this is where we're at right now, right? Here's my page. Okay, hopefully we're okay. Sometimes the Wi-Fi here is crazy also. This is my photo. For this page. Oh my. What is happening? Sometimes I think because I'm live, things have to go askew. That's better. It's like jeepers. Okay. So there's mine with my photo. Here, now this is my husband's and my anniversary is January 7th. So I pulled the number 7 and a heart here because that's an important day for me. I'll go back and I'll fill in the dates. I don't know if I'm going to stamp them or how I'm going to do it. I haven't decided, but I'll go back and I'll do that. So this side is all done, right? So that's going to go back in your book. This one will go back in my book. All right. Then the back side. Oh, these I made a little bit smaller. That's okay. They'll be fine. Oh, because I'd said 8 3/4 and I think we cut it at 8 1/2. I don't know what we did. These are definitely, yeah, these are definitely smaller. Interesting, Bonnie. See, again, it's fine though. If they're too long for you, you can go back and trim them. All right. Grab another 4x6 placeholder. This is a smidgen long. I'm going to put tape in the middle because I'm going to tuck this piece behind. That goes like that. Going to find this flower, hopefully. Hopefully. There's that one. And then this little leaf. So is that? Oh, that's a little big. Probably would have been helpful if I sorted these, but then you guys get the idea. There's that. And then we need a little leaf combo. Oh no, this is all one piece. Hold on. That is not that one. That one's in here too. It's right here. Okay, that goes there. And then in your ephemera pack, I think that's where I found this. Let's hope that that's where I found it. Yep. In your ephemera pack, you have this little tag. That's where that comes from. This just gets tucked in here like so. It almost sounds like somebody's running a scooter or something outside my windows. Oh boy. This is going to go down here like so. I didn't push that down yet because I'm going to tuck this leaf in here. Like so. Okay. And then this piece goes right up here. And again, remember you've got a picture going in there. All right. This I keep pulling off. All right. So that goes back in your book. All right. And then this one's mine. My photo is going to go on there. Let's see. Hold on. I don't mean to bore you with me adding my photos, but I really want you to see how easy it is. It's really not hard. And again, I like a little white space around my photos. You can just put the photos in there too. You don't even have to have the photo placeholders if you don't want to. Okay, so there's that. Almost done here with January. Okay, this is pretty easy peasy. Okay, remember I said you have this piece here. This was in your kit, right? Part of your 6x8 paper pack. I'm going to cut this apart. And we want this card right here. That slides right in there. Then grab a 3x4 photo placeholder or a piece of cardstock that's 3x4, white cardstock. And that one goes right there. And then a 4x6. And that one goes right in there. Okay, that side is done. I'm going to add my photo. Because I can. And I want to. Slide it back in there. This was heavenly. When my husband and I were in Long Island, we went down there for New Year's and to visit his dad. And we went down to Port Jeff. Port Jeff? Is that on the water? Tony, you're here. Is that on the water? I think it was Port Jeff. And there's a little bar restaurant down there. I'm going to have to ask him what the name of it was because I don't remember. But I had the most amazing pizza. And I had this peppermint mocha martini. It was heavenly. It was so, whoops. Let me swap these out. I put it on the wrong one. A peppermint mocha martini, and oh my gosh, it was heavenly. So you see, it is the little things that matter. All right, so there's my page. And now we're going to flip this over. Now this card, this one here, you are going to grab it's on this one. Yep. You're going to grab this piece of paper that has these PMLs on the back. And we want this strip here, okay? We want this strip right here of those. And set those other ones aside because we're going to use that later. All right, so now we're on the back, and this one goes on the back of this one. You can tape them together or you don't need to. There you go. That page is done for you guys. This, I'm just going to throw my pictures in. Oh, here's the pizza that I had at that little bar restaurant with the martini. It was so delicious. I ate the whole darn thing all by my own bad self because it was a gluten-free pizza. And yeah, it was so, so good. So good. Okay, so this, we just had our retreat in January at the DoubleTree. There were 102 of us, 102 people at this retreat. It was amazing, amazing. And that's why I'm saying it's really too bad that it wasn't this weekend, because the retreat goes through Monday, and we could have been snowed in. It would have been so fun. Could you imagine being snowed in with 100 of your friends? Scrapbooking for the entire weekend? That would have been stellar. Stellar, stellar. So fun. So I'm going to have to download the video now from Facebook, and then I'll upload it to YouTube. Such a pain. I don't understand. I don't understand the phone situation. I don't know how these people that are so good at YouTube, and I mean, they must be tech savvy, right? They must be. They have to be tech savvy. All right, so there's my pocket page. Yours is in your book, right? Next, in our final page for January is this piece. All right, so now here's your page. Here's my page. You're going to grab your frames again, your packet of frames. Grab your packet of frames, and you're going to pull out this striped frame right here. This is so easy. Grab a 3x4 mat, and again, here, we're just going to do it like this. We're going to put this on. It just kind of gets centered in here, like so. And then again, just put tape along one edge. And add that to your page, just like that. Then again, once you slide your photo under, you're going to be able to tack that down. Now, you don't always have to include a photo, right? This was shared by one of my Facebook friends, this little quote, and I love it. It's going in my book. So I am just going to tack this. Let's see. I'm going to have to take this off. Hold on. Peel that up. I'm just going to put this on my page, and then I'm going to put my frame over the top. Let's see. Needs to move over to get all those words in there. There. I'll get it straight. There. Okay. You don't always need a photo. Print a quote, write a quote, right? Something that inspires you. All right. Then on the back side, we need another photo mat. So you're going to grab that piece of mint, one of them that you cut. Okay, and we need a frame that is 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. Again, save all your scraps. Save all of them. With the cardstock, save them all. Photo mat's going to go on here. Grab a photo placeholder. I might have to go shovel after this. My knee is not going to like it. I can tell you that much. Okay, now we're going to look for this little flower cluster in here. My stomach is growling too. Like, what is happening? Say, you crazy scrapbook lady, how about you feed me? Crazy, crazy scrapbook lady. Hopefully this is, maybe it's this one. It's this one right here. Here we go. This one I used some foam tape. I'm going to peel these two. I'm going to save the others. And this I just tucked on here. Like so. Then from your sticker sheet, and you don't have to put this one on now if you don't want to. I grabbed this one down here from the bottom. It says this day. I love just tucking little things in. And you may not want to add this to your page yet, okay? Because it's going to stick and you want to put your photo in there first. But I'm going to put it on here. It'll be okay. whoever gets this book will be able to pull it off of there. And this is what's happening in Shenango Bridge, New York right now. Right here, this is my, which there's a lot more snow out there right now. A lot more. This is why you don't really want to stick them on there just yet, right? That's why you don't want to stick them on. But it's all right. It doesn't matter right there. That's being covered by my picture. I don't care. I don't care. Come on, you little stinker. Just need to trim just a little more. It will definitely be easier to build this as you go, so you don't make mistakes like that. But again, it's not impossible. Okay, then I'll peel this. I'll tack that down. Then I'll grab a little touch of glue, like so. I'll stick that right back in there, just like that. Okay. All right, so now come back over here. See what I mean about your book gets really full? It's full. That's why we're not going to use a ton of foam tape, because we're using a little bit, but we're not going to use a lot. Because both of these albums seriously are filled to the brim. So you go online, go to BonnieScrapbookFriends.com. At the top, you click the button that says shop, and you go to kits, all right? And that's where you can pick up the packet. You'll have 3 separate packets. So there's the embellishment, it's called a basic kit, where you get the papers, the embellishments, the frames, the designer paper, the sticker sheet, all of that stuff is in there, plus these little pages, okay? You pick that. If you want the cardstock bundle, you can choose the cardstock bundle or use cardstock that you have in your stash, okay? The other is for the calendar pages, right? The calendar pages, if you want those, then you add those to your cart, all right? The albums you're gonna find under albums and accessories. So after you pick the kit, the cardstock, the calendars, if those are the things you want, then you go to shop albums and accessories and you pick the Snap Simple Stories. It's under Simple Stories, and they are the 6x8 binders, and you can pick your color, all right? I know that there's a ton of red. I chose red because I think it matches the collection the best. I just like the way it looked. And so you add, and you only need one right now. You only need one. So just buy one right now, because we're gonna do it month by month, okay? So we just did we got the pages in order in the first video. This video, I'm gonna download it and I'm gonna upload it to YouTube, so it'll be there. You'll be able to go back and choose the, and do the pages, all right, that we just did. And then I'm gonna go on and probably later today, I'm just gonna do a video and upload it to YouTube for February. And that's where I'll do the February pages. So again, you can see it's just a highlight reel of the month, all right? I'm gonna do journaling on here. I'll fill in the dates, all right? I'll fill in the dates, and I think I'm gonna do some journaling on these pages. That's kind of what I'm gonna use this for. And then you just add your highlights of the month, and that's it, right? Then this is going to be February. So the next video, we'll get these pages ready, okay? So the pages will be ready for your February, all right? Look at, I have all of these. You can also move them around. So maybe you don't take this many pictures in February, or maybe you need more over here. Because all these pages match, you can move them around throughout the whole book. Remember, I pulled some extra pages and put them in the back of your album. I think I probably used them in the second album, but there's 3 pages, pocket pages still left from this album that I didn't put in any slots. All right, so this is what we did. We did the cover. Just find some cute ribbon that you have in your stash. All right, add it. And then we just built this part today, right here, just this, your January. And January's almost over, so you can get your photos printed, get them done, and add them in here. If you need more, do not cut any more of your papers yet. Don't, okay? Use cardstock for your pages if you need extra pages to fill in, because I'm telling you, we are going to use all of this stuff. So you may, if you have extra pictures, you may just want to print them and set them in the book. Just set them there so that you know what you're going to need at the end. If you get to a place where you need more pocket pages, you can buy additional pocket pages. They're like, I think you get 10 for $5.50. They're not expensive to add, but we're going to build the pages in the book. I'm going to get the pages built, right? I'm going to get the pages built so that you can have your first album done, right? So I'll do the videos for February, March, April, May, and June, and we'll get them all done so that they're in your book if you want to go ahead, all right? If not, you'll be able to every month just go back and catch up. All right, so that is how this project works. This one is called, For the Record, right? Super fun. Now I'm going to have a second album that I don't know what I'll do with. I'll sell it. Okay, that's it. All right, I'm going to go shovel some snow now and wake up, and then I'm going to come back and do more crafting. I think that's what's going to happen. All right, friends. See you later.